says the Errol Spence fight might not happen because he ain't signing the contract. Give me what I want or it will be no Errol Spence fight. Before we get into this next video, make sure that y'all hit my like button and sub to the channel if you ain't already subbed to the channel. Yeah, y'all heard right? Like I said, man, hit my like button and I'm gonna give you this news. So, I've been talking to people that is very close to Terrence Crawford, and I'm not talking about sources and, boxing sources and all of that. I'm talking about people that are directly close to Terrence Crawford. And these people have been telling me that, due to negotiations and the money issues, which is not an issue, right? Let's make that clear. It's not an issue. Now, I don't know how much the PBC is offering Terrence Crawford for the Errol Spence fight, right? But I know how much Terrence Crawford is demanding. Terrence Crawford is demanding $25 million, right? And that's the upfront money, $25 million, right, for his purse. Also, he is demanding the 55-45 split on the back end. So Terrence Crawford is demanding a whole lot of money. And right now, Al Heyman and Steven Espinoza in the PBC, they basically saying that, hey, we're not paying you no $25 million purse, and we don't even know how this fight is going to do, right? So we're going to pay you how much we're offering you, which, like I said, I don't know how much they're offering him because, to tell you the truth, I didn't ask. You know what I'm saying? When I was talking to my people that's very close to Terrence Crawford, they was telling me this, and I'm listening, and so I didn't even get a chance to ask how much PBC is offering.
Terrence Crawford demanding $25 million and 45% of pay-per-view buys, right? I was talking to Terrence Crawford people, and I didn't get the chance to ask how much the PBC was offering. And you guys actually believe that, right? And take a good look at the sheeps, though. Take a good look at the sheeps, though, guys. And I want to tell y'all something, bro. I'll just give y'all a brief history because I'm going to start doing that, right? I'm going to start implementing and give you guys a brief history. Christopher Columbus wasn't the one that came and just enslaved the black Native Americans, right? Because these people were black, right? These people were dark-skinned and they had black hair, right? Christopher Columbus didn't just come there and enslave these guys. They were given up by their own people, right? Their own people was the one that gave them up. Their own people was the one that tied them up and gave them up, right? So, if you guys believe that black people won't try to set up other black people and won't lie on other black people to get where they want to be, right? Or to be on the so-called winning side, you guys have making a sad mistake, right? Malcolm X didn't die by the hands of a Caucasian. Malcolm X died by the hands of black people, right? So we're notorious, history shows that we're notorious for selling each other out. So this man is willing to sit here and manipulate hundreds and thousands of people, right? Lie on an imaginary close friend or close people to Terrence Crawford that he knows and said that Terrence Crawford demanded $25 million and 45% of pay-per-view numbers. No one knows the insight and the depth of what's going on in the negotiation, but a LDBC member that Terrence Crawford people despise. If y'all remember, Terrence Crawford's sister came out, right, and exposed the LDBC, right, and called them out. So you mean to tell me that a person that's close to Terrence Crawford is willing to give this man insight on what's going on in the negotiation? People that are this extreme would get you killed. This man would set Terrence Bud Crawford up and get Terrence Bud Crawford killed, right? Because he's misinforming and he's lying to a whole bunch of extreme fans. Y'all remember when Terrence Bud Crawford was in Dallas and one of the fans was really trying to fight Terrence Bud Crawford for Errol Spence Jr., right? So this man is willing to corrupt your mind, right? So you can have this hate for Terrence Bud Crawford, right? Because it's not that serious for you to sit here and make fake news in a desperate attempt to try to lie on this man peoples, bro, that don't even know you, bro. Just because he's well aware that the people that he's feeding this information to are sheeps, or illiterate, or naive, or gullible, and are extremists. They like to hear lies, and they would never try to figure out or try to use their brain and decipher the truth from a lie. So this man could have insight on what's going on Terrence Bud Crawford end, but he doesn't know anything what the PBC is offering. So he's willing to make up fake numbers, right? That Terrence Bud Crawford demanded just to make it look like Terrence Bud Crawford is the one that's blocking this fight. Like I said, a man that's willing to go as far as that would set Terrence Bud Crawford up and will try to get him killed. So I don't trust this man. And I wish somebody would see this man and slap the taste out of his mouth. Because this is a little bit extreme, right? This is a little bit extreme. This is not boxing anymore. You're fabricating on people that's close to this man that you claim that you know. You're fabricating, right? Now let's break it down like this. You guys remember before Errol Spence Jr. even got 2 belts, right? You guys remember before Errol Spence Jr. even got 2 belts, all the shit that Errol Spence Jr. was saying, all the stipulation that he was making, all the stipulation that Terrence Bud Crawford, he has to leave Bob, he has to leave ESPN, he has to do all of that, right? And when he got his 2 belts, it was Terrence Bud Crawford got to take 70-30. Terrence Bud Crawford got to take 80-20. You better pay what you weigh. I'm the big fish, right? When no negotiation was going on, this is what Errol Spence Jr. was saying to the public, right? So he knows how to manipulate the public, right? He knows how to do that, and these LDBC guys, they know how to do that. It's like a fucking circus over there, bro. It's like a circus over there, and everything that's built around the PBC and the LDBC are just lies, bro. Like a whole bunch of lies and this whole bunch of facade, right? So let me get back to my point. He said that Terrence Bud Crawford should take 80-20 and 70-30 and whatever he give him. And then he goes and say, after the Ugas fight, when he had 2 belts, after the Ugas fight, we're going to revisit this fight, right, with Terrence Bud Crawford. So you guys think that Errol Spence Jr. requests from 80-20 and from 70-30 is going to go down? You guys believe that when Errol Spence Jr. said, after I get these 3 belts, we're going to see who's ducking? Did you guys believe that Errol Spence Jr. was saying that to say, after I get these 3 belts, he better fight me? Or Errol Spence Jr. was saying, after I get these 3 belts, I'm going to up the price, so there's no way that this man is going to negotiate with me? You guys have have no critical thinking and you guys have no brain cells, right? And it's easy for guys on the LDBC and it's easy for Errol Spence Jr. to take advantage of y'all because y'all don't use y'all brain, right? Turnbull Crawford wasn't the one that's saying, yo, I gotta clean up my side of the street first. He wasn't the one that's saying that. Al Heyman strategically blocked Turnbull Crawford from fighting anybody on the PBC side that had a belt. Just so Errol Spence Jr. could get those belts, so it would be hard to negotiate. When you hear Errol Spence Jr. can say, he take everything what I give him. I don't think that was just Errol Spence Jr.'s words. I feel like that was Al Heyman's words, right? Because you got to understand, these guys, they extort the shit out of the oppositions and they extort the shit out of their fighters, right? Because Errol Spence Jr. fighting Yordenis Ugas for 3 belts, right? Made $3.7 million, right? $3.7 million. I'm gonna give him $4 million. While Turnbull Crawford was defending his WBO strap against Sean Porter, a PBC fighter, I may add, and made $6 million, bro. Plus $6 million plus, right? Just to defend 1 belt against Showtime Sean Porter. While Errol Spence Jr. is gaining his 3rd belt, right? And he's making $3.7 million, $4 million to fight Yordenis Ugas. So you guys are meaning to tell me that Turnbull Crawford is holding up this fight, y'all? Y'all mean to tell me that Turnbull Crawford is holding up this fight, y'all? Y'all can't be serious. After I get this 3rd belt, I'm going to snatch Buddy belt. Right? That's what he said after he defeated Yordenis Ugas, right? That's what he was saying before he defeated Yordenis Ugas, right? I've been saying this for way too long, right? That after Errol Spence Jr. get those 3 belts, he's gonna ask for some crazy shit in attempt to block the fight. He was doing it right in front of y'all face when he was saying that Turnbull Crawford should get 80-20 and 70-30, and then he came out and he said, oh, I'm just joking. I was just joking, right? And you guys gotta understand, Errol Spence Jr. is the small problem when it comes to this negotiation, but Al Heyman being greedy, right, is the biggest problem. Now, if I'm a 3-division champion, right, I'll stop everybody at my weight division, right? And we all know the politics that have been going on between Top Rank, I wouldn't even say Top Rank, between Errol Spence Jr. and Turnbull Crawford. We knew the politics already. We knew that Errol Spence Jr. was trying to shit on this man, right? The whole time he was trying to shit on this man, telling this man, yo, you take whatever I give you, and all this extra shit, bro. And from it's Bob, and you fighting on ESPN, all the shit this nigga was saying, bro. You guys believe that he went in there to negotiate with Turnbull Crawford in good faith? You guys believe that Al Heyman sending Canelo Alvarez $55 million, right, made sense, but he's not even willing to put a bag on Turnbull Crawford to make a statement to show Errol Spence Jr. how much he's worth, right? To show Errol Spence Jr. like we care about you and we want to make you make this bag, because Errol Spence Jr. is gonna make a bag regardless, right? Or that's what I would assume, or maybe not, because like I said, he was fighting Yordenis Ugas. 3 belts was on the line, bro. And he made $3.7 million. So The PBC are trying to lowball Terrence Bull Crawford right now as we speak. And I don't have inside information. I'm just using critical thinking, right? Just like this man should be using critical thinking, but he's willing to lie to his fans to get views and to lie to his fans because he knows that they will be saying shit like this under the comments, bro. It's just, and I don't blame him at all. I don't blame him at all. I blame these dumbass guys from Texas, and y'all disappoint me, bro. Y'all disappoint me. Y'all disappoint me so much. It's just to show you that we have a whole bunch of dumb ass black people that's walking around, bro. We got a whole bunch of dumbass black people that's walking around, bro. And we got black people that's in position to sit here and tell the truth, right? That has a big platform, bigger platform than mine, but they're willing to sell out and a lie to cater to the minds and cater to Errol Spence Jr.'s extremists, right? So I'm just here to tell y'all that this man is lying. Like, everything that he's saying is lying. He don't know nothing that's going on in that negotiation because nobody don't know nothing about what's going on in that negotiation. People could just assume what's going on in the negotiation. And me using context clues and me summing up everything that's been going on between those two, how Errol Spence Jr. could tell you guys that after I get those 3 belts, we're going to see who's ducking, when he was already pricing himself out before he got those 2 belts. Y'all gotta use your brain, bro. It's not that hard to use your brain. But these guys are gonna continue to lie and lie and lie. Just like before the Sean Porter fight, they were trying to lie on Terrence Bull Crawford, saying that Terrence Bull Crawford is the one that didn't want to fight. Terrence Bull Crawford is this, and Terrence Bull Crawford is that. And when Terrence Bull Crawford beat Sean Porter, they were saying that Terrence Bull Crawford, Sean Porter's old, and Sean Porter was washed out, and the fight was staged. All of these stuff that they put down on this man, and they don't understand that this is the reason why Errol Spence Jr. is going to lose, because they fill so much stuff in Errol Spence Jr.'s head. They make Errol Spence Jr. look like he's the Terminator, you feel me? And there's nobody on his side to bring him to reality, right? There's nobody on his side to tell him what it really is. And when the legends did tell him what he really is, these guys clapped back at the legends and try to make it look like the legends are being biased and the legends are hating. There's a reason why you spotted Mike Tyson with Terrence Bud Crawford, bro. There's a reason why Antonio Tarver gravitates towards Terrence Bud Crawford. There's a reason why even Sean Porter gravitates towards Terrence Bud Crawford. There's a reason why everyone that knows boxing gravitates towards Terrence Bud Crawford, bro. Because he's a real one. That's number one, right? And he take care of his business inside the ring and outside the ring. You don't see him doing extracurricular activities like being intoxicated, right? And doing all these extra stuff that he's doing. He carries himself like a true champion inside and outside the ring, right? And that's the reason why these guys gravitate towards him, because he has a different focus, right? So these guys are going to continue to defame his character until the fight happens, until Terrence Bud Crawford put a beat down on Errol Spence Jr. And they're gonna, I don't know what they're gonna do. You're gonna see how they just jump to Jerron Bruce Ennis and to Tank after this happens. Because you gotta remember, they don't care about Deontay Wilder no more, bro. We don't hear no news about Deontay Wilder no more. After they was pushing Deontay Wilder so much and making up new fake news that I ain't gonna lie, caught me a couple times. You feel me? But I'm able to realize now this is what these guys do, right? This is what these guys do. They will bring down the oppositions and want to lie on the opposition, but never will tell the truth about their fighters, right? They would never do that. They would never do that. Now, everything that I've stated in the past about Errol Spence Jr., that he's rehydrating to up to 160 something pounds, it's the truth. It's no lies, bro. It's no lies. Y'all heard this guy called him out for it. Y'all heard multiples of times. Guys, Bernard Hopkins, former trainer, may his soul rest in peace, came out and he basically exposed Errol Spence Jr. right before Errol Spence Jr. fight. I think it was Chris Algieri, right? If I'm not mistaken. So, like, fighters have exposed this man before, bro. You feel me? And the fans, they know what's going on. But, like I said, y'all could continue to be sheeps. Y'all could listen to this man that y'all really believe this man got an interview from Terrence Bud Crawford Peoples. Man, I'm out, bro. I'm out. Make sure y'all leave a like. Make sure y'all hit the subscription button. Make sure y'all share this video if y'all enjoy this content. That's all I got for y'all.